Oh my gosh, I just freaked out for a second because I thought my mic was on. I'm still finishing my dinner. Ah! But yeah, corrosion. I'm honestly right there with you, even though I'm the one making the content. I'm like, what do I do now? I'm gonna be so lost. I'm trying to think of things to do. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. There is something else I got cooking that's kind of a personal project for me. But it's not ready quite yet. But I will just say that it will require a whole new channel for the idea that I have. Ahaha! Yeah. More and more high stakes content. True. We want the stakes raised. The idea is Pokemon adjacent, but not entirely. That will make sense. If/when I want to do it. I'm still trying to. My goal is to just like just make things and don't like think about it. And I might get to the point where I just think about this thing too much and not do it. So, but Corrosion, if you want, Stout gave me a dramatic reading of their matchup. You can feel free to send one my way, and I'll read it at the end of stream. That should be a good middle ground. I don't mind doing 2 dramatic readings. Wow! Hello. Like I said, I'm still finishing my dinner. So I'm probably going to be muting and eating here as we're watching the games. Don't remember the tired thing? It's okay. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. But yeah, we got 4 matches to watch today. So 4 matches and 1 dramatic reading. Nuggies and fries is for dinner. That is a dinner of choice. Usually for my Mondays, since it's fast and easy and I can hop on stream. I just cooked it too late in the day. But we have 4 matches, 1 dramatic reading. And then the other matches did not get recorded. So, but we do know the results of them. And we're gonna be doing a little fun thing in the end. I'm gonna actually look at the bracket. And I'm gonna take a look and do an analysis of the bracket of the playoffs. Didn't really get to do that last week because of the catching up to do. But since we have some time, we good. So first up, we got ourselves the Mr. B. Let's see, we're gonna be hopping back and forth between the divisions here. When we're starting off with the Mr. B versus the Jackson and the Pumpkaboos here. Let us begin. All right, this is gonna be a really interesting matchup here. Because Sand on Paper is good, but there's a whole Basculegion there. That's kind of gnarly into the if positioned right into B's team. Yeah, and this Murkrow is gonna be some rain dance shenanigans. Yeah, it was really it's super interesting to see like the both sand teams from both divisions did make it to playoffs, which is cool. I like seeing sand shine. Sand doesn't need to get to shine except kind of right now in beginning of regulation H, but it's cool. Alright. Throw chop chunks the Bastion region. Walking into Muddy Water. Or like choose Muddy Water, it's decent. But I can just see like a rain dance. Tailwind, that works too. Muddy Water. Yeah, that could be specs. So how much damage it does to the Rotom? This could be a spec, say Specs Basket Regen. Rotom Nasty up. Lives through the Basket Legion. We got Bax in the back. Baxcalibur in the back. But this Tailwind is going to be really, really, really tricky here. Okay, Murkrow out. Probably coming into the, oh, Incin. Okay, okay. Blade Rush. Gonna take out you. T-Bolt. That's a lot of damage. Holy moly. That's crazy. I did not expect that Rotom at +2 to do that much damage with Baxcalibur. Wowzers. Oh, Glaive Rush, that's why. I was like, why are they doing so much? Glaive Rush. Glaive Rush did it. Okay. Thermal Exchange, very funny. So yeah, I think Mr. B has to protect at this point. Even though the fake out on the Porygon on the P2 seems pretty obvious. Yeah, Glaive Rush into there. And the Blitz. Oh, the Thermal Exchange! Oh, the +1! Incredible. We love to see a Thermal Exchange P2, baby. Woo! Okay, the Murkrow on the back. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Is the Thunderbolt or the Hydro Pump gonna be the right call here? Ooh, Quash. Okay, the Recover comes out. That's pretty good. It's gonna be a... Oh, it's just super specially bulky Incin. Okay, Mr. B trying to call the Tailwind. But yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think Jackson needs a tailwind here. Now he can tailwind to secure that knockoff on the Rotom. Yep. This poor P2. Even at +1 foul play. It's still like, I still say this all the time. Stab foul play versus non-stab foul play makes like a huge difference to me. It's like so like night and day, the amount of like damage they do. And like, it feels like for me, I love stab foul play so much more. You think that it's going to be like so good, but I mean, great, it's also two dark types here, but. You guys are pretty right about body press. Yeah, body press kind of has the same thing going for it. I never thought of it that way. Yeah. Okay, be going for the guaranteed trick room angle. Message and Murkrow. Ooh, Prankster is gonna be cool on the P2. On this P2 specifically. Okay, so probably, yeah, the Rain Dance comes out. Great hiding of the Rain Dance. Holy! Okay. Okay, going for the Eerie Impulse. Encore. Interesting. Okay. I guess the foul play calcs wasn't like it wouldn't work against the Basque Legion special, so it would probably live that. So I guess I kind of see that. We'll go to the Basque Legion. Is this gonna KO? Okay, Murkrow out. Backs in. Ooh, a double switch. Okay. Ooh, damage. Okay. I gotta do, yeah, I think the Muddy Water has dropped in accuracy every single time. I think that was the case, but I did like this. I like this double switch because you're buying out turns of Trick Room. Because once Mr. B has to win in this Trick Room, and the moment that Trick Room is done and nothing, and Jackson's team is not dead, Tailwind just sweeps through everything. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about question about that, the Rotom too, because the Rotom still seemed pretty decent. Like between the Murkrow, the Basque Legion, and the Incineroar, like it's got coverage for all three of those mons. So I'm definitely surprised too that the Rotom didn't make an appearance in Game 2. Okay, Follow Me comes out. The Quash. Hyper Voice. Good damage. Crash. Oh, that's gonna be Rain Dance in the end, because this is just a... Okay. This is what... Okay, the line's gonna be... I mean... Yeah, I think you just set up Rain Dance here at the end of Trick Room, and then Muddy Water just cleans up. As long as you get some chip, probably on the T-Tar. Yeah, here's the Rain Dance. Hyper Voice comes out. Alright. And they go for Surf. They had the double spread. Wow. GG's. So, we are starting off with a big upset. This is the number 8 seed has won against the number 1 seed in the Koraidon division. It is anyone's game there. But GG's, Mr. B, fantastic season. Great record through the regular season. Like, so solid. Great. Like, Sand's great. It's great. Sand's fun. Sand's good. As we mentioned before, like that Sand's in both divisions that made it to playoffs, so seems pretty good into this meta here. But yeah, thank you for some great games. So there we are. Fantastic. We have a win right there. All right, on to the next game. We got ourselves the Jake versus Theo matchup.
Bisharp, Scizor, and Tentacruel.
Oh, at Scizor? That's okay. That's fine.
Of course you would like normal, Newman. Alright, so based on this lineup, Jake thinks he is going to start with BJ, Yellow Sub, Screecher, and Haas. I have yet to commentate a game with Haas. Let's see how he feels about making this a reality.
Okay, right off the bat here, I'm kind of struggling to see Theo's like heavy hitters. Like I see some Disquake going on. I assume his Blastoise is probably something like Shell Smash, but like there's a whole Rillaboom. And like Prim can probably break through the Blastoise. The Yellow Sub too. Wait, Mr. B's the most dominant in LWL history? Yo. Clutch it up, Mr. B. Very good, very good. Yeah. I mean, Trick Room, there is Trick Room on the Tentacruel. But yeah, they got a condition to take the hyper prep for wheezing forever now. Makes sense. Alrighty.
What's the name of the Pink Floyd album that I'm thinking of? It's got animal. Is the album Animals? It is. Okay. We've got Bird of
Gunnar Dog, by the way, is named after Wolf's Glick Arcanine that he used to win the 2015 Massachusetts Regionals.
I don't care.
He named it Gunnar Dog.
Why don't you give yourself that hair, Jake? No, there's an actual afro in the game and you're not using it.
That's a new Shunka.
All right. Going on the...
All
Going
right.
with the...
Super good lead from Jake's side here.
Something was done. I'll tell you what happens when I see it
Unless
again.
it's discharge from the Kilo. I'm going to discharge into Kilo
I think it was an ice punch on someone, and it was a protect on Mermaid.
to the Toad
I think he's
Scroll.
punching the bird. I think he's punching the bird. So there's a lot of black and yellow that I'm seeing here. A very intimidating status on the board. A Kilowattrel used Growl, which is a bit strange for a bird. Yellow subs, attack falling. Blue Pill used Assurance. I don't know how I feel about that name. I did not know Shiny Bisharp looked that way. That is...
Growl. Huh. Interesting. Any insurance on the Prim slot?
very cool.
I don't like it.
It looks really good. I know you don't. You like black and red. All right, follow me on the... Protect on the... I can't hear your button clicks.
I mean, I do like it
You had them
on
on last time, though.
to
It
prevent
doesn't-
the
it
ice
doesn't-
punch
it doesn't make it clear if
shenanigans.
you're hitting B or A.
Sorry about that.
Well, I can't tell you what movies he's using until they actually happen because Jake turned off button sound effects.
I don't think Theo knows that Assurance only does double damage if a Pokemon takes damage before the hit. So Growl won't proc off of Assurance.
Yes,
Yellow sub
that.
used Follow Me. KO used Air Slash, not very effective. Very foolish move. Blue Pill used Iron Head, also not very effective. I think this guy probably would have benefited a little bit more from switching out. Screecher,
And
KOing the
Screecher
Watchroll.
screeches again.
Bisharp got a little bit of a hit. Screecher lost a little HP, probably not too much.
Yeah, if Pokemon's taken Life Orb Recoil, then Assurance does do the damage, but Primarina being slower than Bisharp, it won't work. Louise
We got the animal on the board.
Okay. I'm interested to not see what the kilo, like maybe a kill switch on the turn one there to get into the wheezing. Because then maybe you can like set up with the Bisharp or start chunking down.
Yellow sub
The-
used something,
the
I couldn't tell you
sub.
what, but the other one used Psychic. Can you make the buttons make noises in round 2?
I don't know why it's not making noises. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I didn't change
It's
anything.
fucking up my commentary. What? What?
fucking up my commentary.
That's not a joke. It is. Because I don't know if you're backing out of the menu or selecting.
Okay.
All right,
Deep
Dazzling
Gleam
Gleam. That was
out.
actually pretty beautiful Dazzling Gleam. Oh,
And there's
Yellow
the
Sub
Assurance.
is
Yep.
off the board. Blue Pill was hurt by his Rocky Helmet. Psychic. Get that thing out of here.
Oh.
Wow. That is awesome.
A sash wheezing. Okay. That's very cool. So yeah, thank you for the coverage there. Comes out. Love. This lead was so strong. Is really strong into Theo squad.
Let's focus Sash, whatever. No biggie.
With the
think that's
Haas
a
in
win.
the back, like even if Theo does like Disquake stuff, like you just switch the Screecher out, and then you
Swap for Yellow Sub.
ice punch things, and you have a good time.
Thank you. Swapping into Little Girl Jr. All right, let's go for a Brick Break on the brick. Moonblast always KOs, don't forget.
I forgot.
That's
Alright,
true.
it's
Moonblast
now
always KOs, especially at 1 HP wheezing.
At the time, though.
Moonblast always KOs.
Yes, chatters, please. When he pushes, when he pushes a button, please select your vote. What button was it?
This is probably a bad play.
They're both low HP. I think you'll be okay.
Okay.
Teasing.
The
Teasing
wheezing
is
is
off the board.
out.
Let's see what's
Interesting.
whatever with it. Kilovolt. I don't know what that guy's name is, but he's pretty cool.
All his Vicavolts
Blue
can take
Pill
so
is
much
off the
damage.
board. The Sharp Bug is getting
Yeah.
kicked his acid.
Getting kicked fast.
Yeah. Teasing is out with 1 HP. Ain't doing shit for us though. Knock off the killer bolts.
Okay, I'm trying to think of like what Theo's plan here was. Like, it seemed like Theo was kind of like too like in his head, maybe like trying to like outplay everything when Jake is just clicking buttons.
We don't even need to rip out Moonblast in this round. That's how confident Jake is tonight.
I am aware that even though it doesn't use it, the shark does get inner focus, so I did play around that, just going for Brick Break.
Jake, I think reading chat while you play is considered cheating. You should probably stop. All right, Screecher used Hyper Voice on the animal. It is off the board. I am pretty sure that was a round 1 win.
Screecher.
Good job, Jake.
Let's go, Screecher. We love the Screech.
Now I heard your button selection.
Okay, so adaptation. I'm again still surprised. Like, what the angle? I mean, it's probably a blast, like a Blastoise, Toad School could be decent. Get the Shell Smash up and then start just doing like damage from there, like muddy water
Right, going
damage.
strong, getting that in there sooner rather than later. You don't want him to get any big Moonblasts on your side. All right.
Question is... Yeah.
All right, BJ going first.
Also, this Sneasel was like such a huge pickup for J Squad mid-season.
Screecher second. Yellow Submarine and Hoss. I'm excited to see what Hoss can do.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Hoss
Anyone
hit
in
the
the chat
field
been playing
yet.
Silk Song? It's really good. Got any Silk Songers in the chat?
Silk Song posting? Silk Song posting? I am in agreements with people that Hunter's March is so frustratingly hard, but I'm in disagreements with people who believe that Silk Song is too hard. So Hollow Knight was also a fairly harder game, and you just learn. You learn the Silk Song ways, and you get better.
Ballsy.
Smile.
You hear that, folks? Jake's being ballsy.
That's my hot takes.
Bad
My
idea.
Silk
I
Song
told
hot
you.
takes.
You gotta put one. Ooh, is that the order you wanted? Ooh, okay. Jake, you can't check your phone during a match. I don't want you to get disqualified. You're so close to the win.
Yeah, I got. I'll say nothing else after that. I got no.
All right,
yeah.
Screecher and BJ on the board with Tentacruel and the Sharp Bug. Let's see what we can do. This guy's got some pretty good names on his mons.
Theo's nicknames game has been pretty strong.
Old School off the board. Moist Maker. All right, I take that statement back. These are some pretty good names.
You're so mean.
I'm kidding. He's your opponent.
Oh. Ow. Oh.
Oh, it's a Rocky Helmet.
Oh.
Okay, so then that's like even more like. Then it's not setup. It's not Shell Smash Blastoise. So yeah, it's like
All
like
right, I
less
couldn't
amount
tell you
of
what's been
like
happening here.
damage. Is like Theo's playing really on the defensive here.
Jake, you're taking away from my commentary. All right, neither of Jake's Pokemon are even that hurt, so I don't know what that reaction was all about. Anyway. Might be too early for a Moonblast, hun. Think it through carefully. It always KOs, but
It won't KO here.
he might have Sash.
It's not gonna KO here. Sash is on
He might have
PC.
Scarf.
On
He
what?
might have a Berry. He might have leftovers.
Scarf Vicky
He
Volt.
might have room service.
You just learned about that when you're happy
I
about it.
did. I think that's a really funny item. All right,
Okay,
Yellow Sub.
the
Back
sub
on
is
the board.
out.
Let's see what we can do with it. Moist Maker getting off
Ooh,
the
the
board.
double
That's what we like to
switch
see, I
coming
think.
out here into
Toad
the
School's coming back out.
Toads.
Well, why did it... Moonblast on the Killavolt. KO'd! Critical...
No way. No way. Moonblast always KOs. You do not doubt that. Moonblast always KOs. Wow.
Hit! KV fainted.
I feel really badly. Yeah, no, that mattered a lot.
That did matter a lot. That was kind of huge.
All right, teasing. Let's see what you can tease out of us. Probably not much. We're already milk dry. When I'm here, Moonblast always KOs.
Yeah, it always KOs, man. What can we say?
I don't even think we're going to see a game 3 here, folks. And that's all the better for me, because I would love to get another couple hours of Silk Song in before I have to go to bed. All right, protecting on the animal.
Some to sleep.
Toad School uses Spore.
Ooh, fast spore.
Ooh,
Yep.
Little
Okay.
Sun fell asleep. That's okay, though. That's okay. We still have our Moonblaster.
I like that. I like how they get back in the game. You get the fast spore out.
I forgot to watch. I think it's really obnoxious that the sprites don't show as shiny.
People have been wanting that.
So then I think from Theo's, I mean, this could have sludge bomb. I mean, obviously this could be poison on there too.
I gotta wake up here. I gotta wake the fuck up. If I get to turn one awake, I'll feel so bad. I mean, I'll feel really happy, but I'll feel so bad.
Okay, protect on that.
Dazzling
Oh,
Gleam
that's
into the
terrible.
protect. A little bit of damage from the animal. Silly boy is fast
Okay.
asleep, and I tell you what, I am feeling like this is a bit of a snooze fest as well. Not much happening these past few turns. The wheezing tooted. It went boom. I liked it.
Okay, so if the I think excuse me, I think it should still be okay
50-50
if the whatever line. So if the Evire wakes up, excuse me, oh my goodness, what the heck? If the Wheezing wakes up, if the Evire wakes up, gets the Follow Me Spore, keeps the Screecher alive, does a chunk onto the Toad Scroll, and protects the Screecher for more damage. That's another protect there. Because if the... I mean, this could have gotten dicey.
Is it a 50-50 every turn?
Well, it's a 1 and 3, and then a 1 and 2, and then guaranteed. I think you left your...
Because the horse can take care of the Wheezing. Screecher is kind of like okay right now. Good, like just chip damage all around with Life Orb. If the Evire gets in the position for the Blastoise, then it's kind of fine there.
I didn't.
Shucks. Shucks.
What?
Okay, comes Spores out.
Spore was you. Oh, that's our Moonblaster off the board. All right, Dazzling Gleam, which doesn't do anything. I don't think this guy brought the right mons. Is he stupid? So we got 2 sleeping Pokemon. But I think if we pray hard enough, if we sing our hearts out, we can wake them up.
Oh!
Super effective, whatever the hell, on that thing. And
The clutch-
our Screecher is out.
the clutch
That is
live.
unfortunate.
Oh, wow. That's a clutch Evire live. Holy moly. So I think this was a misclick. I think this is why this is a great lesson to everyone, all our Pokemon players here. Even if you KO a Mon in a slot, there is a good habit to still double target that slot. Because in this scenario, Theo would have secured the kill on the Electivire before the Toedscrew goes down, kept the Prim sleeping an extra turn, which is going to be fine in the position because the Toedscrew outspeeds and can do like Sludge Bomb, like Grass Move, whatever. But the fact Evire is still alive here is
But our
really
Yellow Submarine
big.
has woken up Ice Punch onto the Toad School, which is dead. Not much of a fair trade, but a trade nonetheless. We'll take it. Moist Maker. Let's see if he can do whatever he did last time. All right, Thunder Punch on Blastoise and something else on the animal.
Mm-hmm.
Am I not supposed to be bullying Theo?
You're fine. You're you.
I'm just being Jake's wife.
So, trying to see what the... Because you have to protect the Blastoise. It could probably be double protect, then attempt another protect on the Blastoise to try to get it in position for...
All right, protect on the animal. BJ used Fake Out into the protect. Thunder Punch on Kyogre, not enough damage. Yellow Sub was hurt a little bit. Oh, enough to faint. That's really upsetting. But it's okay. We still got some more people in the back. Let's get Muddy Horse on the board.
And then some Muddy Water.
Ooh, BJ. That was
This
bad.
is such a close game. This is so close. But look at... The Hoss is so big!
Ooh,
look at how
right.
big that Hoss is compared to the Sneasel. Wow!
Let's see what the Uma Musume can do.
I think it should...
It's a shiny Kyogre.
If the Blastoise... Yeah, if the Blast... Okay. If the Blastoise protects... Actually, what did the horse have for moves? It was
Ooh, we still got...
High Horse, Stone Edge. Okay, so Rock Slide is a spread move to be able to secure. So if something goes wrong, if the Fake Out, if the fast kill on the Blastoise from the Sneasel doesn't work out, then you High Horsepower, and then you can Rock Slide to try to get the KOs in the end game. But given the fact that the Blastoise took the Thunder Punch as it is, it might not have Protect. Or Theo just wanted to get the damage.
All right, knock off.
Yes!
And there it is.
Good for Jake. yeah, he did.
I connect!
I don't know what happened. Dazzling Gleam onto the horse, not going to do anything. In fact, I think this guy picked the wrong moveset.
And there we go.
Focus Sash on the Weezing, so we are waiting to one more move to get the KO. I told you folks,
for
we don't need
confuse.
a round 3 when Jake made us.
Okay.
Oh, I'm confused.
He's confused, but that's okay. Not for long.
This
Oh,
is
no.
Stamina. Did I accidentally leave it as... Wait, it is stamina. Why? Oh, neutralizing gas. Neutralizing gas.
This is going to be so close. The confusion has made a huge difference. This is going to be a nail biter right to the end. We just need one connect coming out from
I'm
there.
not scared, guys.
That's...
The Protect is not good, though.
That was not okay. I don't think that was a call there. I think that was another. You just attack again because you have to. That's buying turn and confusion to break out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No big deal. All right, Strange
Could happen again, it
Steam.
could happen again.
Ooh,
And it
press
is.
for the win. Jake Major is your top 8.
Incredible.
International, national, regional, NAIC, regional, worlds, IC. What's the one that's... Is that NAIC? No. LAIC. National, regional, top 8 champion. Come back again next week for another win.
You heard it here, folks. All these titles. I was there. I think that was correct. You need a self hit to win anyway. But couldn't... I mean... What's the odds of confusion hitting? Wait, hold on, let's see. Confusion. Pokemon. So it's 50... It's 33% chance. So... If you're technically giving yourself one more turn to get confusion hit. My brain does not do, yeah. It just gives you another chance at a self hit. If it snaps you out, you would have lost. It's a new extra turn if it snaps out of the protect. Okay. But would it be better just to... Because you have to hit the odds are getting the confusion to hit and getting the confusion to proc after Strange Steam. What is Strange Steam's accurate, like, chance to confuse. I believe what you're saying. I'm just trying to like actually get it in my head of like the numbers. 20% chance of confusion. $30. And then odds of a self hit better than crit steam, so protect is always correct. Okay. I see that. I'm just trying to like I can't do my like stats was like my worst thing because like, I'm trying to think if the line is better to chance the confusion from snapping out of it, because we saw in that scenario. If it's like a chance to hit and then a chance to hit again, if he's strange steam again. Okay. So I guess no wait. Actually, I'm overcomplicating this.
My favorite guy.
I'm overcomplicating it. Yeah. Yes. So you're right. Because it essentially turns it into, if you snap out of it and you don't attack, then it's game over. But you do have a chance to get, if they do snap out and you do protect, they do have a chance to get confusion again. Okay, there you go. I'm overthinking it. Yep. We're good. I got you. I got the line. Good. Math time. We like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's better to have a chance of getting a confusion again than it is to stay in confusion. Beautiful. All right. Cool. Alrighty. We got 2 more games. We got 2 more games to watch, and then we have 2 what are we doing here? 2 dramatic readings here. Okay. Boom. Elena, you are up next.
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, we have everything good here. Boom. Alrighty. Alrighty, we got ourselves the Elena Virtue's Latchkey kit. So yeah, Deep Pulp Brain makes sense with the Farag. Pretty good for Indeedee Sneasler. Flamigo makes sense too. Samurai's gonna go dummy here. The Among Us could definitely be a problem for their squad. But the Scarf Mamo. Ooh, okay. I like that. Gets the clutch kill on the deep pult here. Very nice.
Anyway, then his moms are both further out.
But
Amigo, Sylveon, Sharp, and Bomb Snow. Okay. It's roughly what I expected. My intended lead for this was this. I am a little worried about Scarf Flamingo. It'd be a little scary. I think in the back you bring Spella.
Matt, you keep saying we don't have to watch your games, but it's okay. We're all playing Pokemon. We're all having fun here. I want to see your games, even if they're like tough. I still want to see it because it's still good things to take out of it.
Something like this. Just gotta lock in. To be back in playoffs. Hopefully.
I love that lock-in pose. We're locking in. We're locking in.
I can show up.
Lock in, everyone. Lock in.
What happens in thief? Further
Yeah,
careful.
that makes sense.
I'm scarf memo for this bolt. I think it's gonna be like band U-turn or something. Probably not. You stay down there. I see you staring at that though. I think I'm gonna jump it over here.
And the crash.
Sash. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, no, it's not Sash. It just lives. Okay, it's bulky.
Wow, bulky pult. Very cool, very cool.
It's probably not banned because I think it would have taken me down to Sash if it was banned. Also, something's taking E4s here. So that's cute. And probably just a trick room. Red pill. It's probably keep it sharp. Yep. Right. Nasty blot. Okay. Interesting.
Ooh, okay, we got the offensive for Rig here. Okay. Light that line here. Let's see if Helping Hand Crash will take out the Farig. This could also be a Protect on the Farig. And then attack with the Bisharp.
Okay, it probably doesn't KO, but does decent damage. Flinch would be cute. Citrus, probably, right?
Okay.
Yep. Good job, okay. Oh, it's E4s, okay.
Ooh, the counter E4s. Ooh, spicy, spicy. I like it, I like it. Okay.
It's fine now.
So that's cool. So we're out bulking things here. Yeah, I agree that the fact that Pult lived is huge. That is a very, very big live. Being able to pivot into that and getting the Farig. I mean, yeah. It makes this endgame a little bit trickier because you will have a deep Pult. I mean, the deep Pult's not going to outspeed the Sneasler.
It's a little scary. It's a rough start. Okay, I was ready for E4s for Rig. Calvin cooked. Not that it would really matter, like psychic kills there too, but just an interesting tech.
Okay, Rage comes out. Throat chop on there, yep.
Gonna need Caesar to take like all four here. A decent start. Also, if Bisharp was Sash, it just broke.
That's good. So it's deep Pulp, Bisharp that, and probably...
It's from the go, okay.
Yeah, Flamigo.
Unfortunately, Dark Light doesn't hope for the best. Attacks, yep. Makes sense. Could have punished, but... Okay, just double protect.
Okay, double protect a scout.
Which doesn't mean it's not Scarf Flamigo. It's good for me. Because I thought it was going to be Scarf Flamigo.
Yeah, I think it's still always Rage Powder here, because the Rocky Helmet will break through whatever Flamigo wants to do. And we're just hoping that the Sneasler lives whatever Iron Head comes out.
Sleep full para.
The sneeze. I felt it in my bones that a sneeze was going to happen here. It's like, wait, if there's a match happening here, like with this, like a sneeze is going to happen. And sure enough, The Flamingo got sneezed. Oh, also for terrain to finish. That makes sense. Yep. Yeah, you salt terrain. I like that. See? Okay. Stop. Okay. Matt, you just say don't have to look at this one. You got the line. Like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Like, you got the teams like good. You've got this your game plan. You're executing it. You're playing through it just fine. It's not as bad as you think.
Yep. So Sneeze KO. Arbus, that's pull, yep. Yep, nice.
Yeah, sleep made a huge difference.
I love Sneasler.
I wonder if like this is so hard. This is so hard to think of. But like seeing this in retrospect now, if the safe play was you protecting the Flamingo, you keep chunking things down with the Bisharp. Then Flamingo switches back out into Depult, sacks the Depult on the Dire Claw to bring the Flamingo back in to protect again, to keep doing like the Bisharp things and having to make a lane call like, is the Flamingo going to attack or not? And keeping the Amoonguss just Rage Powder because you get the chips down, you know it's not buried. But that's like really hard to find in the moment. Like that's like I can see that on paper here, but like in game, it's just like what the hell do I do? I just got sneezed.
Dumb thing to do, but it's fine. We actually are gonna get the Sneasler 4. Not that it matters because I don't think stats are talking to us at all, but I do just want to put it here. Whew, okay. We survive barely. I think since he knows I have words, I have words too. He knows I'm scared from ammo, so I don't think it's nearly as valuable now. I didn't see the sash there, but I assume it's probably on Flamingo. Yeah, the sash is probably on Flamingo.
Yeah, I would assume that too in the way that
it's a scary lead for me. I think it's like Flamingo plus something. Like if it's like Tailwind Flamingo, we didn't see anything from it. We just saw Protect. That is a game on win. Okay. Yeah, so Flamingo's scary. Flamingo's scary. I think you lead in DD again. And DD does actually outspeed Flamingo, so if it's not Scarf, I do just KO it. Do you just like Sneasler in DD? Is that just a solution? As boring as that solution is, I think it is just Sneasler in DD. You go Samurott. I'm just thinking for like late game Flamingo stuff, and then probably Memo. Just like clean up in games.
Okay, yeah, I like that adaptation. Because you're probably catching if like a bomb wants to come, or like you catch that in the back, yeah. Okay.
Well, it's just same lead, okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think the 4 that you had were the right ones. I would agree with that. Like maybe like one switch to just barely like just eke some like matchup after like if it ends up in game 3. But I would agree that those 4 you had were the correct ones. Okay, protect on there.
Sucky Fangs, I'm glad I freaking protected.
Ooh, the Fangs. Very cool, very cool.
Uproar. Oh. Interesting. He's locked into that yet now, yeah? Actually, no, I don't think he is. I don't think that's how it works. I think you actually don't know.
Uproar. Interesting. Prevents the Amoonguss, gives you spread too.
I don't like helping him throw kills from here. And also, yeah, I have to worry about the freaking ult. So I think you just... Do you just click E-Force again? Gonna go into, Samurai? I think so. I'm gonna lose on Burden, but I think that's fine. Gotta wear my glasses. Still wearing my glasses, it didn't do anything for me.
Okay, the Glorp is out.
This is, Bisharp.
Up into the Bisharp.
Yep.
Oh, upper is random target. Oh.
E-Force, okay.
Okay, good E-Force there.
Not super cute. The question is, do you target into the Farig here? With Night Slash? I think you have to. Just because, like, it takes, like, it's probably...
Bisharp's in a
it's not probably
pretty solid position
because
here.
plot E-Force Uproar. So I think you get, like, Protect plus Night Slash. I'm assuming Life Orb Night Slash probably kills Serum, Sharpness. This is probably... Maybe Sylveon? No, it's, Pult. Goodbye, Pult. Oh no, it's, that fella. Okay.
Oh, the
I also have
Flamigo.
Psychic for this, but I haven't revealed. Because I'm worried about my guard. Don't have Break Snatch this turn. Assuming he doesn't have, like... I think it's Superpower in Bisharp. Low
Okay,
kick.
there's a low kick.
Okay, good. Now I outspeed this Flamigo. And he's probably... Comes what I probably click Wide Guard. Not a super cute spot for the Polk to switch into Bisharp slot too because he's expecting Sacred. But because I didn't use it last turn, I don't know if he's 100% expecting it. Wide Guard, good, good, good. And no switch. No switch is also very good.
Okay, the Wide Guard comes out. Very nice Psychic on there, predicting
should
the
heal.
Wide Guard.
It could be
Very
Sash.
good prep on
And-
2 to
I
catch
haven't seen
that.
yet, so it could be on the...
And the Sacred Sword.
Nope. Actually, I think I...
He said
Actually,
that.
no, I didn't. But,
Okay, Samurai been a really clutch member for your squad too, as well. I know, like I gotta say, the Samurai's like coming like really, very, very important in your matchups. Like it plays like a super important role.
I think you just double into the Pult. Well, it could have Dragon Darts, so it could KO both here.
We were trying to
In fact,
push the
probably
Bishop in
Dragon Darts.
here.
Isn't extreme, it is
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably Dragon Darts. I guess I'll probably just KOs both. We'll see. Yep, okay. Just KOs both. Yep. But I have Memo on the back, so. I have Memo, Sneasler. Means we have to nice crash.
Okay, losing the Psychic Train is a little bit spooky
Okay.
here. Because that means you're not guaranteed to speed the deep pulp. But given how we've seen the deep pulp before, it's still pretty. There's a good chance that Caesar still
High horse
outspeeds.
further. Actually, no, because Ice Question
If it's
there's no high
bulkier.
horse until either. I thought you were just rambling some higher set. It's 10 PM. I'm way too tired for this shit. Nice.
They crash into there.
Okay, so I just need to hit nice crash next turn. Interesting. Okay. I still need a nice
Ooh,
crash. next turn.
Trick Room.
Yeah, last week was
Okay.
Trick Room, so I'll write it down just in case I do lose this game.
I don't think that's gonna change anything. It's just gonna be a lot of Icicle Craftsmashes. That's just what it'll come down to.
That could be a toss. I'm just thinking like it gives me an extra turn with a nice crash. Yep, good.
Okay, Evor's comes out.
Should this? Top 4, baby.
And there it is. GG's. Yeah, I think it was a close match. It was closer than you think. Like that was not a horrible leaf. Like that was like you played really well. It just came down to a couple little things, getting the position, like executing the play. Yeah. But yeah, GG's. Congrats, Elena. Congrats on the top 4, making the run back this season. Very nice. Very nice. Very exciting. Alrighty. For the last ones to watch. In all of Gen 9, I've never had an Isocross miss against me. Gotcha. Those echo crashes are just gnarly. Alrighty. We got the Rockwell jams. In for our last watched match. Here we go.
Let's try. Absolutely no speed control in turn 1. Or in game 1. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Annihilate Metagross. Okay.
I'll come back to your statement, Elena, later on. I'm going to be looking at brackets, so I'm going to come back to that. Oh, I know you're kidding. I'm still going to watch it regardless. But I'm still also going to say that they're not as bad as they are.
So there's like a couple things here. They could be like explosion or whatever. Cobra Cloak.
Yeah, this looks like some explosion shenanigans going on here.
I would like to know if I'm faster. They could bullet punch and like final gambit or something. Let's see. Protect.
Okay, Protect coming off on the Metagross.
Okay, good to know. Bulldoze.
Oh, weakness policy. Okay, okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
Actually, hold on. Let me. Is this a remix of this song? I think it is. Okay.
I mean, it's kind of good and bad because they won't know the exact speed tiers.
This song kicks ass, by the way. I have this in my playlist.
Bulldoze, that's a weakness policy. I wonder if it's Earthquake. It could be Scarf 8. It's Tantrum. So this is a trade.
Okay.
Crit! Let's go!
Oh, wait, I didn't notice that. It was red pill and blue pill. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Okay, so trade for trade. So yeah, it seems like it's like an 8. I mean, 8 could be scarfed. It seems likely-ish. Scarf
This is
Bulldoze
Scarf.
is
It's
cool.
kind of a problem for him, right?
Okay, Staraptor's pretty cool. It's true, Rockwell does not care. He just clicks moves. I mean, he does care. But he cares by not
That's definitely
caring.
Scarf.
Okay, gas goes in. Okay, good T-Wave for disruption there. Ooh, the Lum. I like that prep. Okay, cool. Then. But that means the ape is scarf. It's probably scarfed, but it's gonna be still pretty
Gastrodon should be able to survive this attack.
vulnerable to Thunderwave shenanigans.
They close combat into...
Yeah, this is the stab. This is what stab foul play makes a difference right here, folks. Okay, Reflect comes out.
They could just U-turn too. That's
Around the
combat.
CC. Nice facade on the Gastro.
Solid damage.
Ooh, that's a super bulky Gastro right there. That's probably like 252, 252 defense right there. Or something close to it. I mean, after -1, it's still doing good chip. Okay. So I think you let the bear go down, get a T wave on the 8, bring in then bring in the
See how fast this thing really is.
bring in the Obama to clean up.
Cover.
Okay.
I think that's not bad for me, actually. Because...
There's some great matches tonight. These playoffs has been like so all the team builders are like we're out to play today. This is fantastic. This is so nice. Oh, the para!
It's pretty nice.
Okay, Giga. Good chunk. Holy, big chunk. You are here, Rockwell. Let's go. I saved you to the end because I knew you'd be on the West Coast and you'd probably be here just in time. Yes, perfect, perfect. My plan worked.
I wonder if the Gastrodon... Let's see. So if Gastrodon
Incredible.
has... Recover, Protect, Ice Beam. Sure. Does it have a water move? I know all the items.
Yes,
Nice.
Rockwell. This Sobi mix-ups are so
I also know how to build
good.
fake outs.
I'm so happy. Alrighty. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
Cronin
I have
mentioned
not
it that all the
built
2-1s were
Sash
not
yet,
recorded,
so that's pretty nice.
unfortunately.
The Annihilate is fast. It might be max speed. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be max speed. My resilience is not that fast. They cannot lead that again. Oh, gotta go fast. It's hard to lead the weakness policy strat.
Yeah.
Surely they have something for actual trickery mode, right? Like, what do they... Like, I don't think a crunch, for example, is going
It
to
was
kill,
not recorded. Dance was not recorded. I have a play-by-play. Dramatic reading here when this is wrapped up.
Alien. Huh. So, that lead, how do they stop Bony triggering? I'm a little worried about something like explosion plus weakness policy plus explosion, but I think I survived that too. Let's just double check this. So, Metagross plus 2 explosion. Yeah.
A
I survived that.
Smeargle. Okay. What is Curry kicked up with a Smeargle?
Did I actually survive that though? This is I don't like this. If they decorate, that doesn't really mean much, right? Just don't want them U-turning for free.
Yeah, double protect, see what the Able locks into. I like that. It could still be Final Gambit here. Final Gambit Spore. Fake out.
Final Gambit.
And Gambit, yeah.
Okay. I'm actually happy to trade Magmar
Yeah, I think you
for
just
a
switch.
Sweeper.
You do that. Yeah,
So
trade.
no Spore here, right? Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have hard swapped into Abomasnow.
Yeah, I was expecting Obama Snow switch here. Because that seemed pretty telegraphed, the Spore.
It depends on what they bring in right here. Speed. Let's see if they bring in. If they bring in Metagross, I should be fine. Decorate would be annoying. They bring in Staraptor. That's also fine. They bring in Gastrodon, that's fine. I just need to preserve resources for Metagross, really.
Yeah, I agree. Is the meta. Okay, now Smeargle's gonna have Shadow Sneak to proc the weakness policy on the Metagross.
And I've slept once. So let's see what this, it's faint. Oh, so they know I'm Sash. Oh wow, I'm faster. That's
Okay,
so cool. Oh, the
that's
Smeargle's not
huge.
Sash. That is huge information.
Wait, that is actually huge. The
I did not
Smeargle
expect to
not
learn
being,
that.
being sashed. That's crazy.
So was it Meteor Mash? Heavy Slam.
Heavy Slam. Okay.
That Metagross is slow as hell.
Okay, the Staraptor comes out. So I think you attack with a bear here.
Okay, so you're gonna want to, obviously,
Because you should be able to live a CC from the
combat, right?
Staraptor. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna double attack here, or double move here.
Yeah, here comes CC. You live that.
Right? Has to be a fighting move to kill me. Yeah.
Okay, that should probably take out the Metagross. Yeah, takes out the Metagross. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, spooky, spooky, spooky. But you wake up here.
Okay, wake up. Trick
That
room.
pretty much solidify.
Now the question is, do they bullet punch on this turn? Okay, so they have Psychic Fangs, Stomping Tantrum, Protect.
I think it should be fine because even if
Tantrum.
they bullet punch takes out the bear. You just foul play, kill the Metagross. This thing's already been CC'd, and then you just foul play it.
Do they not have bullet punch?
It's true. There's a good chance there's no bullet punch.
Well, I would see it right here. So. Oh, they don't protect, or they're very slow, or they bullet punch. Okay, they protect.
Take a protect.
Do they not have bullet? They must have bullet punch.
Good double protect there. I mean, Psychic Heavy Slam. No, Psychic Heavy Slam stopping. There's no bullet punch. Yeah, we already know the full move set. So yeah.
Well, we'll find out. I still think I can win the 1v1 with the Rangaroo. Oh, they don't have it. They don't have it. Did I miss a move? Stomping Tantrum, Psychic Fangs.
Ready? And there it
Okay,
is.
alright. Oh, I did it. Yay.
Jeez.
Yeah, very scary set. Very interested to know what the fourth move on Metagross was and what the...
I would agree. That's definitely a scary set, but I think like Curry brought in like really good stuff there. Like the game 2 started off really strong as you fake out Final Gambit, you got the Spore into that slot, getting the Metagross into position. I think it was just trying to figure out how to get past that when you think they're bring the Staraptor for the Intimidate on the bear, but I don't know if the Intimidate was like entirely necessary because the Gastro probably outspeeds the bear into Trick Room, so you catch it there. You can Ice Beam it or Water Move. Regardless, very well prepped. Good GG's, Curry. It's been a blast. I was so excited about your team early this season, and I did not disappoint. You were such a creative team builder. You brought out like you took the degeneracy and you've crafted it into a beautiful flower, I guess. I don't know what analogy I'm saying here. But very nice. Very cool. But yeah, foul play. Double foul play with the gross. Very cool. Very good way to just check the gross. Like the better gross was needed to get through your team, but you put so much pressure on it. Very cool. So GG's on that. Alrighty. Let us let us get some jams going on here as we do some dramatic readings. So this first dramatic reading shall be from the Stout versus Oog matchup. It is a doozy. I wish we could have seen this one because this game one looks so spicy. So we have Stout, Oog. I've been given no information about entirely what mons were brought in game one. All I've been told is this. Delphox skill swaps Dondozo Commander boost. Dondozo is unaware. Dondozo is not unaware. And Delphox just store powers wins. That was game one. Very spicy. I wish we could have seen that. That would have been so fun to see. Game two. Revavroom hits the field as a Scarf Revavroom, locks itself into Poison Jab against a Masquerada. Masquerada switches into the Baxcalibur. Stout goes for a call on a Tatsu switch in on the spot into the back spot. Wait, hold on. Scarf Rev locks Poison Jab against a Meow. Meow switches into Meow switches to backs. I try to make a call of a Tatsu switch in to that spot the next turn, and clicks stored power on Dondozo. Back stays in and kills Delphox. Delphox is healthy. Dondozo is healthy and whittles my team down. My only out is Poison Jab proc into 2 Rock Slide flinches in the row. Poison proc does occur, but the first flinch occurs and the second flinch does not. And Dozo secures with the EQ. We are on to game 3. Game 3, Masquerade on Dondozo against Driftblam and Ndidi. Ndidi redirects the Sucker Punch. Oh, interesting. If it's a redirecting a Sucker Punch, then there's a good chance that this is not Psychic Terrain Ndidi. This could be Synchronize. Interesting, because Ndidi redirects the Sucker Punch, causing Protean not to activate. The Driftblim KOs. Oh, no, I see. So, Driftblim, Ndidi versus Meow Dozo goes to the Sucker Punch on the Driftblim, hoping to call the non-follow me on the Ndidi, but catches the follow me. Driftblim gets the KO on the with the acrobatics on the Meow. Dozo hits the blimp with a wave crash. Bax comes in and takes 40% from acro, and Ndidi dies. And Delphox comes in and doesn't get the kill with the E-Force. It dies to Glaive Rush, and Driftblim switches to Revavroom that turn to survive the wave crash. Bax dies to Life Orb Recoil. Wave Crash Recoil and Ndidi Psychic have Dondozo around 10%. Tatsu comes in for the commander. Revavroom gets the kill with Poison Jab as Driftblim sets up Tailwind, setting up a clean Tatsu KO next turn, even if scarfed. And with that, the Tatsu secures the win in the game and gets Stout a 2-1 win. That would have been such a fun match to watch. I think all these matches for the playoffs are coming down to like 1 or 2 plays that are like getting the wins here. Like, I think that just it could have gone either way from any of these teams. Like one little thing, one little adjustment, one little call that was different, I could have changed the course of the games. Kind of a broad statement, but still, if you get what I mean here, like being able to like the Sucker Punch in game 3, I think that if the Sucker Punch didn't happen, then like switching out into say the backs or something and starting to just chunk down the Ndidi, like That could have been good. But yeah, GG's, Boog. You made my Baxcalibur proud. You were such an aficionado of that mon. It put in so much work. Always appreciate a Bax enjoyer. Yeah, alrighty, GG's on there. And now we got the Corrosion versus Pengi. So game 1, Corrosion leads, Instant Flamigo, Pengi leads, Clefable, Dengo. Turn 1's Protect on everything but Instant, which taunts into Clef Protect. Turn 2, follow me on the Clefable. Flamigo CCs to hit the Clef and takes a Rocky Helmet chip. Dengo uses Make It Rain, KOing the Flamigo. Instant taunts the Clef. The Hisuian Goodra comes in for the Flamigo. Turn 3, Rotom switches in for Clef. Dengo protects. Goodra heavy slams with the Rotom and Instant knocks off into Gold Protect. Turn 4, Rotom tricks Scarf onto Goodra, which locks into Shelter. But then something that's happened at the end of the game, Corrosion doesn't remember. It's kind of a 1v2 with Goodra and wasn't able to get the secure. But there was probably some Hydro Pump misses, but it didn't really matter at all. But Pengi's up in the first gets the win in game 1. Game 2. Game 2 leads are the exact same thing. Double Protect comes out from Pengi's side as Corrosion goes for the fake out on the Clef, and Flamigo CCs into the Goldengo. Turn 2, the Clef follow me's into Flamigo CC, hits the Clef. Dengo goes for the nasty plot while Instant taunts the Clef. Already a different game board state here. The Rotom swaps us out for the Clef. Dengo protects. Flamigo, we CC the Dengo slot, but Instant goes for the knockoff on the Rotom, knocking off the Scarf. Turn 3, Flamigo CCs a Rotom for a KO. While Dengo makes it rain, KOs the Flamigo, and Instant Flare Blitz into the Dengo. And then from this moment, it was kind of hazy on what the end game happened, but there was a Sinistra in the back, which ultimately let the Sinistra with a Cassie Berry live a Shadow Ball from a Golden Go to secure the win against Pengi. So, game 3, a really cool adjustment. Corrosion predicts the Clef Rotom switch up here yeah, all these games with like 10 plus turns. I fully believe that. I 100% believe that. Yep. But catching a Scarf Rotom on possibly a KO on the Flamigo, having led a couple turns. Instant Sinistra comes out. So checking the Rotom immediately keeps Corrosion in the end game. First bullet point, deadass, I forgot 80% of this game because it was like 20 turns long, Lamau. But ultimately how the end game turned out was a Scarfed Goodra locked into Flamethrower, and Sinistra with Flamigo in the back with Sash intact against Clef, Eviolightless, P2, and Dengo all decently chipped. The Sinistra gets frozen by Ice Beam, and the next turn swaps to Clefable, and we're banking on me staying frozen, not knowing Matcha Gotcha thaws, which lets the KO Clef and lock the game with Flamigo. Huge! Wow! That is a good... Thank you for that spoiler. That's such a huge end game. Wow! The Matcha Gotcha... That's cool. That's very, very cool. But yeah, GG's all around. Pengi, loved your round this season. Very cool creative team building. That banded Fletchender is one of my favorite mons the entire season. Hence why I put it on the thumbnail. That mon was so so fun
sets going on.
to watch. I think you told me another strat you have. I don't know if I want to, if I can, I don't know if I should really, yeah, I don't think you brought it to any of your games, but it was so cool when you told me about it, and I wish I could have seen it. Yeah, the bad luck won me the game. True, but it's like I said before, it all comes down to the one or two turns in these playoff matches. That's what comes to the wins here, and that was the key. That was the knowledge up of to secure the win. But yeah, GG's already. Now we will do something fun. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so like. Let me do this. I'm going a little crazy here. Okay, that there. That's fair. Alrighty. Welcome to the playoff brackets, the very, very scuffed one that I pulled off. I wish there was, okay, whoever's got a brilliant, just somebody get in GitHub, somebody do a little code action, do beep bop, doodly-doo. Make yourselves an interactable browser-based bracket. None of those, I couldn't find any of those. Like, I have to do a little scuffed in OBS here, but cool. Alrighty, we're gonna do some fun, like, fun predictions here. We're talking about the runs in the playoffs. So look at right now, we got ourselves a Miraidon. Here are the results of all of the games here. Next week we'll be having the Rockwell versus Jake matchup and the Stout versus Corrosion matchups. These are going to be two banger games. These are both going to be really, really solid. Like, these are four juggernauts in this league right now. I don't think, did any of these teams play in the regular season? Let me take a look here. Rockwell did face Jake earlier in the season, and he did lose. And Corrosion, you've never faced off against Stout. Okay, so that's going to be very cool. So we got a rematch and the new teams up against. So this will be fun for the rematch. I think both coaches are going to be trying to think one step ahead of each other in this games, to try to catch each other. I think it's either both coaches are going to be thinking about what the other coach is thinking, or Rockwell's going to run it back with the same team, and Jake's going to try to catch the change. So it'll be super interesting to see how that goes from there. This is, so let's see, looking on paper, if I remember correctly, I think it was just Rockwell's plan last time was just get Ursaluna into position and just click like Earthquake or something like that. Joey mentioned that half of the mons of top 8 were the exact same as when he played. Week 8, incredible. Very, very nice. Wait, actually, I have the OTSs. Let me pull the OTSs. Let's take a look here. Ba-da-ba-bum. Week 7. Okay, maybe this works. Oh no, this is gonna be very. Hold on, wait. I can do this. I didn't have a plan. That's also I was also that's why I said Rockwell is just gonna run it back and then Jay's gonna think about it, because there's a very good chance that exact thing happened. Where there was where the plan was just click moves and have fun. Okay. Let me see if I can. Oops. Okay, so brought to the last matchup versus Rockwell. This was Jake's squad. We get the room service Prim, Akaberry Corv, Sash on the Sneasel, AV Arc, Life Orb, Evire, and Lum on the Muds. With Resto Lumberry. Rockwell was it was offensive Magmar with fake tears shenanigans. Oh, this is the clear amulet Gyarados. Yes, and the clear amulet Gyarados was pretty solid. Solid into the squad. And Life Orb Oranguru as well. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. There was no Rilla brought into the matchup here from Jake's side. There possibly the Rillaboom could come back. Again, I could definitely see the Rillaboom showing up this time around. I see the idea of the Mudsdale here, but I think maybe Mudsdale's out. Oh, I see. So the idea was the beat up for that, but I guess like that's gonna be tricky too, because Rockwell technically has 2 redirectors here, so I could definitely see a Rillaboom pivot here. Let's see what else is she got there. Conk could make an appearance possibly. I feel like Evire has to come. Prim solid. And I think Sneasel's pretty decent too. Because being able to pressure that Lwdl and Gooooo to prevent Trick Room is pretty decent. So yeah, I can kind of see like these three could possibly come back. I think the Arcanine could be there. Corv could back. It could be Rilla. So I think it's like maybe like 1 or 2 mons that get switched out here. I think a Rilla show, maybe a Conch show. And then for Rockwell's side, the fake tears is gnarly. I could definitely see double downing on that. That is as such a huge that Grimmsnarl is going to be a really big issue. Gross Grimmsnarl is like 100,000,000%. I think it's going to be coming again. Yeah, Jake could really bring anything. I agree. There's so many different options that Jake could go right there. Yeah, the whole team is really strong with the Ursa Komodo. I would agree. I would concur for that. So yeah, Gyarados is still pretty decent, pretty solid. And obviously Ursaluna, getting the Ursaluna into position is going to be great. So Graham could go if the let's see what else. Komodo. Yanmega could be interesting just for speed control. I don't know if Yanmega outspeeds a Sneasel after speed boost. Probably if it's like timid or something. That could be cool. I could definitely see that angle. But yeah, okay. So here's my call. So I have watched these gamers through this whole season. Rockwell, very, very solid battler. You're so good. Like, your teams are so creative and everything like that. Jake's drive right now to make it far in these playoffs is huge. There is so much momentum coming behind Jake. Going from an 0-2 start from the season, making playoffs, having the game like that, like the wind is beneath Jake's sails. If that momentum keeps up, I'm going to give Jake the win. That is my call. But it's only if Jake's locked in. And that momentum of wanting this really bad stays strong, even through hardships that may come up in the battle. Because Rockwell has a lot of hacks and a lot of shenanigans that can really mess with your mind. So if the head is steadfast, I think that a Jake could pull out in the end. Now, the Stout Corrosion matchup. This is going to be so fun. I would describe this matchup as this isn't really the perfect analogy, but the only way I can describe, the only way I can like picture it in my head like this, it's like an unstoppable force faces an immovable wall. Like, and I would consider Stout kind of the wall in this scenario and Corrosion the force. Like, Stout is extremely methodical, disciplined in the play, but we are seeing that the Stout has been showing some more shenanigans, some more creative team building here in the playoffs, which has been cool because it seems like they've been hiding it throughout the whole season. With the stored power coming into that. So I definitely wouldn't put that past here. But we do have Corrosion, another one of an incredibly incredibly smart team builders, willing to make the most very specific calls in order to help get the edge onto a matchup. And I think that could be a good way to help. That could be a good edge to break through the stout Scytheband team. I mean, in general, Corrosion has a pretty, I think, yeah, you have a great matchup into Scythe Spam. You've got Gudra, Incin, Hanj Crow, Wide Guard, Flamigo. You can sash something else. Like, that's pretty solid. So that angle is going to be a little bit trickier for Stout to get around. I think Scythe Spam's still going to be decent here to get like Weezing, to get like Sinistra. Well, even the guard's pretty good too. So like this is going to be, I think this will be the hardest matchup here for Stout's Stout squad. At least it's going to have to require either like a super double down into the kind of what's been played throughout the season, or like some switch up. So seeing things like the where are we here? Like a Haxorus Bring is decent. Hariyama will be pretty solid. I mean, T-Tar, it's going to be probably the sand angle that Corrosion will probably be angled around. I think T-Tar's going to be super important here to break through Corrosion squad. So like a Houndstone T-Tar could be really spooky. This is gonna be hard. I think. Yeah, I'm not ruling the strats. Oh, this is probably also going to be a Hatterene angle as well. The Hatterene could definitely show up here against Corrosion squad. Yeah, that Hatterene has a lot of really good coverage into the team. And so I think if like I think like this is gonna be really. This is such a hard call. This matchup is such a hard call. I think I'm gonna give the slight edge to Corrosion, and I think I truly think it's gonna be such a toss-up of a game here. I think if Corrosion is able to take control of the match, which I think Corrosion is totally capable of doing. If Corrosion's able to get that control over Stout's gameplay, then he's got the edge. But again, Stout has brought stored power Delphox to this first matchup here. So the full capability of team building is out here. So Stout could be it could be, there could be something sinister cooking in the kitchen. So but I think I'm gonna give it slightly to the edge on Corrosion here. But I'm record picking Stout to win day one. That's the thing. If that, okay, so I would think of that. If Stout does win, I do think Stout could bring it to the end. I would agree. This is the matchup here that decides. I think it does, because I think Corrosion. I mean that Stout has a pretty decent matchup into Jake's squad. And they played week 1 as well, these two. But this is such a toss up. This really is. But I think, again, if Corrosion can keep control of the match, Corrosion wins. The moment that the control is lost, Stout will be able to clean through this. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Corrosion. I'm gonna give it Corrosion. I got no pressure, Corrosion, but I think I see the lines better to victory through your squad than through Stout squad right now. But we'll see. This is so 50-50. It's totally possible that I flip the wrong side of the coin on this. But so yeah, here we'll do this. If Stout wins, Stout goes here. I do think Stout can make it all the way to the all the way to the end. If Corrosion gets here, I think this can get a little bit more interesting here. I mean, I'll just say this. I wouldn't count Jake fully out. Jake's gonna give it a complete all here against the Stout matchup. I think like Corviknight's pretty good. Get the Rillaboom. Like Rillaboom for train control. There are options for that, and I think that both teams have learned their squads so much since the game. And I think also too, Jake has the difference that there's different mons on his squad. Like the Sneasel is going to become really important for the Stout matchup. So I think this is I wouldn't fully count Jake out here. I think I would still. I think the edge would still. I still get kind of the edge to Stout, but Jake wants this so bad. I can see it through the screen that Jake wants this so bad. So if it's the Jake Corrosion, so I've called Corrosion for playoffs there. If it's Jake Corrosion, this was also a loss on Jake's side from week 2. That's what a story to tell. If Jake gets through to playoffs, he's facing one of the teams that he lost to in the first 2 weeks. One at the beginning of the 0-2 losses of his squad before the run back to playoffs. I think that with that adjustment too, and with the play, again, this is all based on the fact if Jake is locked in for these playoffs, and the mental stays through, and the hacks doesn't throw him off, and he's able to stay focused on the goal, I think Jake could bring it all the way. I do think so. I mean, it's really. Let me look at. Let me look. He'd be Gudra versus Gudra. Oh, you have a whole Conk there too. Yeah, Conk is good. Let me pull up the OTSs for these squads. Oh wait, both of these teams have changed a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. We'll take an analysis here. And honestly, we're gonna whatever. We don't really know. Actually no, we'll do this. Actually, we'll pull this up too. Okay. So we'll start here. So this. Oh, actually, we'll pull up. No, wait, I pulled up the wrong one. Hold on, bear with me here. Lots of things we're going through. So it's there. You want this one and this one. Cool. Alrighty. So this was the corrosion bring for Jake's squad against Corrosion's Bring back when the Jolteon was still on the squad. This makes sense. Yeah, the Sinistra there. I think it was the Corviknight is in a very, very good position. Especially also now coming into this, and the Jolteon is gone. There is just the Raichu to break through here. So that Corviknight is looking even better. It's going to rely on the fire type, on like Instant to break through that. But Mirror Armor is just good. Oh, they brought the pledges out here too. Interesting. Yeah. And with this, and yeah, then Palafin just kind of does Palafin things here with Banded. Sorry, I never talked to your comment, Corrosion. I'm glad all these people are saying like they're happy with how far they go in the playoffs, because I think everyone's done this has been a really, really good season. The like Corrosion seeing like what happened last season and coming into here, like that's awesome. That's really good. It's really good to see like still pushing through like all of the like the tough stuff, like, oh, this is going to be so like hard to get through, it's like a hard matchup, whatever. Like pushing through that is like really, really solid. Being able to happy with that no matter how you plays is really good. Obviously we're trying to win, but like that's awesome. That's very, very good to hear. But okay, so yeah, I think given with this kind of with here and kind of the changes to both the teams, I do think I give a slight edge. I think I do still give a slight edge to Jake here. Now for if it was the Stout Jake finals, so this Umbreon will probably become the Sneasler Probably the Sneasel, rather, that is. But yeah, these two mons are definitely, like, these definitely check the Corv and the Sneasel here. So, does Jake have Trick Room? I can't remember. On Glow King, Galarian Slow King. But Galarian Slow King's an interesting. I mean, I think the Galarian Slow King could come to this matchup. Because I was unironically thinking about switching out my Dusclops for Galarian Slowbro for the matchup. Because it's kind of like, there's some good things going for it. If it's in the right position. We also have to play around, like, again, any Imprison Trick Room. The problem is just Drifblim. The Drifblim in DD is the support core that keeps the glue together on Stealth's team. If Jake finds a way to get through that, he's got that. But okay, so yeah, that was be my oops. That's gonna be my call. So I'm gonna say, where are we here? Boop. Okay. So yeah, that's my final call. I can't even take a picture of this. I'll take a picture of it after. But okay, this is, if Jake's locked in, I think Jake can bring it all the way. If this coin toss goes to Stout, I think Stout could go all the way. That's my call. Calling it there. Calling it there for the Miraidon division. In before the Rockwell upset and Corrosion still beat Stout, and we got a Rockwell Corrosion and that I didn't talk about. But cool. Alrighty. That is Miraidon. Let's look at Koraidon, because Koraidon's so interesting. Yes. I know I kind of did insta right Rockwell. Okay, we'll explore that a little bit. Or explore the Rockwell scenario. So Rockwell could theoretically win this game. I agree. I think if Rockwell and Stout comes in here, Stout got the win last time against these two. I think this is, if Rockwell gets here, this is the game that Rockwell's going to try in. And if Rockwell tries, I think Rockwell could bring it to there and could beat Stout in the long run. So I think there was this game was really, really, really close. But it's all dependent on this game's all dependent on Rockwell for here. If this is the scenario, I think it's still gonna be Rockwell. If Rockwell does win, I think Rockwell could bring it all the way. But the finals will be really, really, really close. I'm also basing this a lot on just feelings. That's why. The thing is, like, I'm just feeling things. And I think that there's definitely some data stuff that's being kept out of my head here, because if The data wants to, if data speaks to me, if the data is there and it's just numbers game, this is the theoretical finals with probably that as that. But I like feelings. So I'll go with my feelings. But okay, so yeah, if Rockwell gets to win here, I think Rockwell could bring it all the way. It'll be close set. But if Jake wins, I think there's a good chance that Jake could pull out the win here, but Stout could also. So I think Stout has a good odds of getting to the end here. There's better odds. It's going to just rely on all the other 3 teams to figure out like what kind of to stop that momentum. But yeah, I've locked in my feelings. My feelings. I want to see this timeline. That's my feelings. I don't know if we're gonna get there, but this is my feelings timeline. Okay, we're gonna hop into Cryon. Cryon's super interesting. Okay, so first off the bat, this upset huge, very big upset. That just throws everything. That throws everything up so much. Did Mogo might have fought in the Jackson team before? No, so these teams have never fought. But actually, have these teams ever fought? Yeah, I don't think these teams haven't fought. The Mogo Jackson teams haven't gone across each other. Because it would have changed in the... Yeah, all the past games would have been changed to the coach. So, I am gonna give the edge to. This is tricky. So this is gonna be Weather Wars in this here, because Jackson's got. Jackson pretty much has 3 weathers. There's snow, there's sun with Klefki Typhlosion, and there's rain with Klefki Basket Legion. Despite that, they're going up against a rain squad with Mogos. And rain is pretty decent here. With Archaludon, with Hariyama, Politoed is just so bulky. Even Freeze Drives from Ninetales is going to be tricky to get through. And there's a lot of fire types that don't want... The fire types have been really big glue for the Jackson team. Those are going to really struggle against Mogo Squad. Is there any grass types? There are no grass types. So that's going to be really, really tricky to get through. So I think I'm going to give the edge to Mogo here. Now this one is also going to be interesting. This Chris Elena matchup is going to be so... This is also a must-see match here. I know both of these coaches want the wins so bad. Oh, this was back to like Elena's comment from earlier. I think it's still like being pleased with the second run back here into playoffs is super, super good. But the play that you had has definitely tightened up between last season and this season, which is really cool to see for that. But I'd also say the same for that as Chris as well. Like Chris is, I've heard Chris say in passing, I want to win this whole thing. So he is locked in for this. Did you? I think there was a previous. Okay, so. Lwdl did win the matchup last time here. Let's take a look at this. Oh, jeez, I gotta fix this again. Yeah, exactly. Like you'd be happy with top 4, but you're not going to settle for that. It's like if it happens, it happens, but you're still pushing for that. Yeah. So Elena got the win last time. When there was Volk on the squad. And Chris brought the... Okay, this is... Why is that a lot bigger? That's weird. So Chris brought this to the... Yeah, Volk did nothing. That makes complete sense, like, into this. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. Chris's squad has EVs. That's a great way. Like, Chris's squad has EVs. So, this Grafai was really cool for scary face control. The AV Prim was nice. Yeah, getting E-Webs was pretty decent. Gets the sash on the Mian Shao. I'm surprised the Corv didn't show up, but I guess it kind of makes sense because Rotom kind of just like burst through it. Oh, okay. So yeah, but there have been a lot of changes with Chris squads. There's a whole Mabosstiff now, which is kind of decent. A Chandelure is also really, really good now. But then also there's still a good call for Samurott to come to this matchup as well. Both teams have changed so much since the last time they played. Yeah. Because now Atlena's got the Suing Arcanine. Rotom is still going to be really, really important to bring. Yeah, that's true. Yes, Amoonguss. That's true. I didn't notice that. Yes. So now the Amoonguss is in the question here. I think Chris has some good options with the Amoonguss though. I think. This is another coin flip match. I really think it's a coin flip match. I think I am going to give it. I think I'm going to give the slight edge. I'm sorry, Alina. I do think I'm going to give a slight edge to Chris here because I think that Chris has a lot more tools in the toolbox to mess things up in the matchup here and to kind of break the standard in DD Sneasler core. But I think it's all going to come down. It's going to come down to team prep for this. Team prep and coach play during it. It's what it's going to come down to. I think. But I'm going to give a slight edge to Chris because I think there's a little bit more, tools to kind of break the kind of expected core of like what Elena will bring. But as I was expecting, if Elena's going to bring the simple mons. But yeah, I don't. This is cool. Like you get the motivation to prove you wrong. You've done it before, and you'll do it. And I'm sure you'll do it again. I've also consistently been underestimating Chris as a draft player for all of this. So this is also my get back to like Chris knows what he's doing. So with this matchup, with the Mogo Chris endgame here, the have Mogo and Chris have never fought each other. This one is also going to be really, really, really close. So, plus sides for Mogo. I think that the core is going to be really tricky to bring into his team. Corv doesn't really do anything against Kilowattrel, against Archaludon, against any of the rain sweepers. Like, it's going to be good to hit the Lwdl for super effective, but there's other things that can help with that. So already right there, the core angle that has been like a solid core for Chris's squad is going to be a little bit tricky to work with. But on the plus side to this, I think this is a great Grafai game to shine. Garchomp obviously is going to be decent here. I think Venu's pretty good. Shandy could come for if it's a body press on the bridge. And also for the ghost type to get out of Gothitelle stuff. Mabosif is not too shabby either. And then Chris does have good options to break through the water types. Like Glade is really, really solid here. Venu can do pretty good. Evire will get through the water types. So those are like good cores for that. What was Oath's team? I'm trying to see, like, looking at the... Oh, I had Wheezing. Okay. So it's a little more disruption. So I'm trying to look back at, like, the matches that Mogo lost against Oath, which has a more, like, control-y team with Illumise, E-Buzz, but it's, like, Illumise Dengo stuff. And that Illumise kind of fills a similar role as the Grafia here. So I see a little similarity between Oath's team and Chris's team. Chris also lost to Oath in the last game. I think I'm gonna give this a slight edge to Chris. I think Chris's team has the tools to break through the teams to get to the victory for another win. But in the 50-50, if Elena does get that, you guys also haven't fought. And then Elena's got, it's a whole Hisuian Samurai right there. This is Hisuian Samurai's time to shine in this matchup. Holy moly, dude. I'm still gonna give it to Elena. I feel bad. I feel bad about Mogo, but I think Elena still has the tools to break through the squad here. I mean, we've seen Mogo play the squad like without Perish Song, so I think he's like still a solid play at that front. But I think these two teams just have the tools to break through more of what Mogo's got. It's just they're just both really kind of bad matchups. So yeah, my final prediction is this, but I think either Elena or Chris are probably gonna take the win here. So yeah, all right, we'll wrap it up there. That's my thoughts. I'm ready to be proven wrong. I'm ready to let my feelings guide my way and not look at the stats. But so shall it be. We are but human, aren't we? But thanks everyone. I might be on tomorrow. I'm debating if I want to do a best limitless tournament tomorrow, just to practice for some Reg H and Pittsburgh stuff. Still trying to nail down my team for that. But I don't know. It depends on how I feel tomorrow. We're up in the air. So, if not, tomorrow we'll be back again next week. This time for the semis. That should be really cool. So, yeah. Alrighty. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Have a good night. Goodbye.